Day 47, getting my walk in. It's raining outside, it's cold, but I procrastinated because this morning was such a nice day and I didn't go and do my outdoor workout then. I didn't know it was gonna rain. And so now I am paying the price of procrastinating. My feet are freezing cold. My shoes are filled with water. And this is not pleasant. But for my other workout, I did a Peloton workout at my sister's house, which was cool. And so now I'm just trying to wrap up the night and get my walk in. And then I'll get to my reading. Mental toughness. All right, guys, so finally getting to my nightly reading of The Wealthy Gardener by John Sverrick. This is lesson 4.33, and it is titled Straight Edge. I was actually very pleasantly surprised about this chapter, and one of the things I don't normally do in my readings is read the parables that are within the chapters, but this one was really good, so I'm going to read that part of this. So this is titled Straight Edge. Straight edge, the advantage of no alcohol and no drugs. Gardening is a kind of disease. You interrupt the serious cocktail drinking because of an irresistible impulse to get up and pull a weed. A discontented mind is a powerful advantage, mused the wealthy gardener, but only for those who refuse to numb it. Whatever takes the edge off also takes away our fullest powers. And now I'm going to go into the parable. So the wealthy gardener is telling Jimmy this story. There once was a king who ruled an oppressed population, said the wealthy gardener. The king stayed in power not by force, but through an economic system that kept the people under his control. The plan was simple. To survive in this oppressive system, the people had to stay productive during their waking hours to afford food, shelter, and life essentials. And the king, wise to prevent an insurgent public uprising against a system of wage slavery, assured a flow of cheap wine through the kingdom to keep them subdued in their free hours. Jimmy sat in silence, listening to the message. The temporary escape through alcohol, continued the wealthy gardener, kept his subjects tolerant of their intolerable conditions. They performed mindless work, accepted low wages, and put up with hard lives without rebelling. But they found pleasure through a medicine that induced many stupefied smiles. Jimmy sighed as he rubbed his forehead. And the moral is to never use alcohol? ? The clever king knew that whatever takes the edge off also diminishes the will to revolt, responded the wealthy gardener. The moral of the story is to face your reality and use your fullest potential to stage a rebellion. Be the exception of an oppressed population by creating a lifestyle of prosperity for which there is no need to escape. Jimmy sighed, but what about a social drink at a party? It's not a question of right or wrong. Drinking may be okay for people who are settled with their life conditions, said the wealthy gardener, but it's a poor strategy for those who are striving to shape their conditions. We want our edge for better or worse. So it's about choosing power over pleasure? I can only speak for myself, and I'm all for pleasure in life, said the wealthy gardener. But I'm against drugged pleasure. I want my fullest senses, and I want authentic pleasure. And I want my edge, especially when I'm unhappy with my circumstances. Jimmy considered his words. Okay, but some heavy drinkers can be extremely wealthy. And alcohol doesn't seem to hurt them financially. And it is a testimony to the things they do right in their days, not to the things they do wrong in their free time, said the wealthy gardener. What stressor does a wealthy person drink to escape? And why aren't they content without a drug? Alcohol is never the answer to any problem. It only makes us forget the questions. So that was the end of the parable. But there's just something magical when an ambitious person has no escape from daily stress. When we don't take the edge off, the edge becomes an asset for change. The pressure builds up inside and it finds an outlet of expression. I made a commitment to completely cut out drinking and anything that might hamper me from getting my mind and body together, said Denzel Washington, another alcohol outlier. And the floodgates of goodness have opened up upon me, spiritually and financially. The life lesson, straight edge. I learned to avoid a harmless drink after a stressful day and use my full resources to alter the causes of my stress. So that was all so well written and so well explained that I don't think that there's anything more that needs to be said. And I think it's a great reminder. And I've actually never really viewed it as having your edge for better or for worse. So that makes a lot of sense to me. But yeah, on that note, that was lesson 4.33 called Straight Edge of the Wealthy Gardener. Recently, I've had some people reach out to me from Turo just asking me, if there's any books that I recommend or any pages to follow with motivational stuff. And again, I can't recommend this book enough. It literally has all the foundations and fundamentals that you need to do anything in your life, whether it's a Turo business or your job, whatever it might be that you're trying to pursue. This is literally applicable to anyone and everyone, so I definitely recommend it. Find details about the book and the challenge in the description down below. But that is it for me for tonight. It is time for bed, so I can get myself up at 5 a.m. tomorrow and get back into my routine. All right, guys, good night. Take care, stay safe, and stay healthy. Bye, guys.